Principles are so important, and an ethical leader prioritizes principles over personal gain, and his or her value continuously enhanced over time.
If you think that you're going to run this on a rules basis, you'll find consistently the rules are insufficient. You've got to ultimately rely on the principles.
So the whole point of the board meeting is to deliberate on and to decide on matters within the ambit or the scope of the board. So Section 73 goes further to talk about how resolutions and voting is done. Each director has one vote, and a majority of votes in favor of a resolution means that the matter is approved.
When you damage a relationship, you are unethical. If you damage a relationship with your employer, with your shareholder, with your stakeholder, with a citizen of the country, or with the government, you are being unethical. Because you can do lots of things which is legal, but it's unethical.
If you are competent and not ethical, chances are you will commit sooner rather than later one of the sins that will actually nullify your competence. Doing right and avoiding wrong is all very well, but unless your leadership, your corporate governance rests on those two, you're not going to be a good leader.
Best thing to protect yourself is to let people know who you are. Disclosure is critical. Otherwise, you become a prisoner, a permanent prisoner.
People perceive, even if it's not the case, that your private friend may gain advantages because of the friendship that they have. If they became friends of mine, I would be harsher on them just to prove that that's not the case, which is unfair.
The importance of this program would be to kind of shape the future leaders and equipping us right now with the right corporate governance and ethical leadership steps on what to do. I feel like going forward in the future and in our leadership journeys, this is a good step.
With corporate governance, there's an opportunity for us to do things better in such a way that we build up and we create a system that continuously builds and uplifts.
I think we learned a lot about corporate governance, the creation of sustainable businesses that are stable, that will last generations, that we can hand over to our children for the future as well.
For us, it's easy to be interested in directorship without really understanding the consequences of that decision and how it affects not only the companies, how it affects societies, how it affects the economy of the country, the global politics and the global trade.
We certainly have a leadership gap in our continent, in our country, and this is an opportunity for young aspiring leaders, but also for seasoned leaders to start engaging on principles of leadership that will address this gap and hopefully have a positive impact on our future prospects as a country and a continent.